Hey folks, welcome to today's Steady Trader YouTube Live. Well, here's the problem with the stock market. Actually, you know what? Because it is Friday, let me do this. I'm going to give away right now here live for the next 5 people. We're going to give away, I have in this envelope, I have 5 tickets, 5 VIP tickets to our Steady Trader workshop that's coming up in September, okay? What does that mean? Well, it's a 2.5-day workshop, and I promise you, you're gonna make leaps and bounds in becoming a profitable trader once and for all. But what does the VIP ticket include? The VIP ticket, excuse me. The VIP ticket means that, number one, I'm taking you to dinner to a fancy place in Denver, number one. And number two, we're going to give you access to the brand new, the Steady Trader dashboard that we are going to unveil at this event in Denver. So the next 5 people, you need to go to this. There's a link down below. Actually, how does it work? You have to go to thesteadytrader.com and then click on upcoming events and then register for the event. Okay, so here's the, let me quickly show you this. Here's the event page. This is what it looks like. Go to thesteadytrader.com, click on upcoming events, and then register here for the event. And again, for the next 5 people that are registering, you're going to get a VIP treatment. Again, that's dinner with me at a fancy place. We're going to talk all you want about the markets. And again, you're going to get access in a first glance to the Steady Trader dashboard, which we're unveiling at this event in Denver. Also, if you're watching the recording of this, there should be a link to the registration page for the workshop in the email or maybe in the comment section down below of the video. So let's talk about the problem with the stock market. The problem with the stock market is that there's a lack of sponsorship. So if you, let me just quickly show you a very simple chart of the S&P 500. Here, let me flip the camera around again if I can somehow here. All right, here we are. So this is a very simple chart of the S&P, and you can see we're having a hard time breaking past resistance, right? Here's the problem. If you look at the constituents, and let me just quickly get my tripod right. If you look at the constituents of the S&P 500, you'll notice that some of the really important parts of the S&P, namely the financials, which are almost 14% of the S&P, large cap tech, which is 28% of the S&P, and actually even consumer discretionary now has been not really going higher, which is 13%. So between all this, that's a major part of the S&P. And let me just quickly show you the charts of these 3. So the financials, which I just showed you, the XLF, right, is certainly not making new highs, at least not just yet. So it has to actually break out past resistance here in order for the S&P to have any hope. The large cap tech sector, which is, let's call it the XLK ETF, even though they're doing well, but they're not breaking out to new highs as a group, at least not just yet. And the XLY, which is the consumer discretionary stocks, again, they're not acting badly, but they haven't broken out to new highs. If these parts of the market don't break higher, the S&P probably can't do it either. The heavy lifting has to be done by the sectors that are the largest weights. That's consumer discretionary. It's drawing a blank. It's financials, and it's going to be technology as well. And there's one more, and that's healthcare. And healthcare actually is doing well. And we have been long healthcare for some time, but that alone can't do the lifting if the other sectors aren't breaking out, okay? So that's important to understand. So watch those 3 sectors. Watch the consumer discretionary stocks, the XLY. Let me flip the camera again. So the XLY ETF, that's this one. Watch the XLK, which represents, again, the technology sector of the S&P 500. And then watch the financials, the XLF. And if and when at least 2 out of 3 of these can break higher to new highs, maybe then the S&P can do so as well. But until that happens, it is mathematically basically impossible for the S&P to break higher, okay? So I hope this makes sense. Now again, for the next 5 people to sign up for their Denver workshop in September 14th to 16th, you are getting one of these VIP tickets. I got 5 of them in here. That means dinner with me in Denver at a fancy restaurant, and you get access to the dashboard, which we are going to unveil at that event in Denver. Read all about the event. It's going to transform your trading, I guarantee you. I'm going to have some people that are going to testimony that as well. But I hope this makes sense, folks. Any questions, as always, leave them down below or send us an email, support@thesteadytrader.com is the email address. Have a wonderful weekend, and I hope to see you guys in Denver. Take care.